Gretchen loved holidays, but she especially loved Thanksgiving. Ever since she was a little girl, Gretchen insisted on helping her mother prepare the feast.
Mom, I wanna help.
Okay.
When she married her husband George, she insisted on doing all the cooking herself. And as her household grew, the fun did too. Though it was hard work, Gretchen didn't mind. But now, everything was different. For Gretchen was old and lived in an assisted living center. In fact, this would be her first Thanksgiving there. As her favorite holiday got closer, Gretchen kept mainly to herself. Her fiery wit went dormant. Her friend and fellow resident, Edith, noticed Gretchen's unusual behavior. One day she asked,
Gretchen, you don't seem like yourself lately. What's on your mind?
But Gretchen wouldn't answer. Day after day, Edith would ask the same question. And day after day, Gretchen wouldn't respond back. Finally, Gretchen answered,
I'm old, Edith, and I'm stuck in this place, just waiting to die.
Edith replied,
Of course you're old. We're both old, and we've been old for years. But I suspect being old isn't what's bothering you. Tell me what's really on your mind.
Gretchen lamented.
Thanksgiving. That is what's on my mind. This is the first year I can't do it. I used to host the whole holiday at my house, even after George died. And I'd take charge in cooking everything. But now I can't.
Edith acknowledged the problem and added,
Let me tell you a story, Gretchen. Years ago, when my husband, Fred, and I were first married, we were poor. We lived clear across the country for his job, and it was our first Thanksgiving together. I had secretly saved up some money to buy a turkey to surprise him for the holiday. But when I went to the supermarket to purchase the turkey, I didn't have enough. I was devastated. And I went home in tears. Fred had been working long hours, and I really wanted to surprise him. But I couldn't. When Fred came home early from work on Thanksgiving Day, I told him the disappointing news. He said gently, Edith, my dear, let's count our blessings. We have a roof over our heads, and we have at least some food on our table. And, most importantly, we have each other. And it will always be Thanksgiving, turkey or not. So, that's what we did. I made spaghetti for Thanksgiving dinner, and we counted our blessings. Life had its ups and downs, but we tried to be grateful anyways. At the end of each night, we would share our gratitude with each other. Sure, you're stuck in this old home with a bunch of broken old people. But imagine all the wonderful blessings you still have. You can still walk. You have your fiery wit. And your mind is as sharp as a tack. Your family still comes to visit. You have so much. And that is what Thanksgiving is really about.
Moved by Edith's story, Gretchen said simply,
I think I understand.
Later, that night Gretchen went through her usual nighttime routine and almost jumped into bed when she thought about Edith's story. She opened up an old journal and turned to a blank page. Then she wrote,
Edith gave me something to think about while I'm an old prune in my final years. And that is to count my blessings. So, that is what I am going to do.
Gretchen thought for a while and then wrote a small list.
I am grateful we did not have meatloaf for dinner tonight. And I am grateful that I have Edith for my friend.
Gretchen did the same thing the next night, and the next, and the next. In time, little by little, something miraculous happened. As her list grew, Gretchen grew into a spirit of gratitude. Her mood improved and her life became more joyful. And when her family came to visit her Thanksgiving Day, they noticed a difference. When asked about it, Gretchen simply responded,
I learned to count my blessings.
Gretchen taught her family something valuable that day. While her family gathered together to celebrate the holiday,